So let's think about it. If you complete 10 apostilles in a week, that's $3,500. After all your expenses, you're profiting $2,887. What's up, Notary Gang? It's your girl, Stephanie McAfee, back again with another video. I know it's been a minute since y'all seen me last, but let me explain. I've really just been busy growing and pouring so much into my business. But I'm officially back. I'm gonna start posting regularly again so you guys don't miss out on all of the seeds of growth for your business. And I really want you all to know something. It's not enough just to know how to notarize documents. You have to know how to run a business, market yourself, and learn how to build multiple streams of income, especially in today's economy. Bills are high, groceries are high, rent's high, interest rates are high. Everything is literally going through the roof. So today we're talking about services that are gonna bring you in real money. We're talking about my first apostille experience, exactly how it went, what I learned, and how you can offer this service too. Just stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll know what an apostille is, the country question you must ask, how to confirm it's a Hague Convention country, how the process works step by step, what I charged and what I earned, and how apostilles can bring in $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your Notary Gang notifications. We're leveling up this year, and I don't want to hear any excuses in 2026. First off, what is an apostille? An apostille is an authentication that makes a document valid to be used in another country. An apostille is completed by the Secretary of State. Your role as a notary is to facilitate the entire process for your clients. That means getting the documents, preparing them for the apostille, delivering them, and returning them. When you receive a call from a potential client asking you for an apostille, the very first thing you want to ask is, what country does this document need to be apostilled for? You do this so that way you can determine whether the country is a part of the Hague Convention. If the country is a part of the Hague Convention, the document gets an apostille. If the country is not a part of the Hague Convention, the document is going to require authentication plus embassy legalization, not an apostille. This one question saves you from making huge mistakes. And also, it ensures your client gets the correct service. Now, let's talk a little bit about how my first client actually found me. The very first client that I received to complete an apostille was from Spain. Her parents had recently deceased, and she needed to obtain their marriage certificate, which could only be done from the location that I am in, Cincinnati, Ohio. The way that she found me was through Google. It's very important to make sure you are showing up on Google. The name of your business should be at least in the top 10 of Google when somebody is searching for an apostille near me. And if you're not showing up on Google, you're just simply leaving money on the table. She searched for an apostille in Cincinnati, Ohio. She found my website and she called me. Literally that easy. After I received all of the details that I needed from her to be able to successfully complete the apostille, I sent her a confirmation email and an estimated timeline of when things would be completed for her. And since this was my very first time doing an apostille, I gave myself a full week to get everything complete. I reached out to the probate court in Ohio, explained to them what I needed. They told me that I needed to come down to the probate office and simply just place the order for the marriage certificate. I went down to the probate office. I gave them the information that I needed, and they needed to have the document authenticated by the judge. They told me that it would take 3 to 5 days to get the document back. However, I got the document back the very next day, which I was so happy about because I had gave myself a week to get this done. She told me that it would take 3 to 5 days, but then she said it's more than likely likely that the document could be in tomorrow. That's exactly what happened. She called me. She said the marriage certificate was ready to be picked up the very next day. It cost me $5 for the marriage certificate itself from the probate court. Since this was my very first time doing an apostille, I wanted to get the complete experience. I drove the marriage certificate to the Secretary of State in Columbus, Ohio, just so I could get the full experience and know exactly how the apostille process works. I didn't drive my own car. I rented a car to be able to drive up to Columbus. The rental that I got was $50 per day. I rent the car for $50, drive up to Columbus. Columbus from me, again, I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio, so that's an hour and a half drive from Cincinnati. The gas I spent was $25, and to have the document apostilled at the Secretary of State, it was $5. And once I was back in Cincinnati, I looked up the price for the FedEx and I sent my client over the different shipping options that were available for the document to ship. She chose the standard shipping, which was great, and it was going to get to her in time because I got this done. She called me on a Tuesday. I got this done by Friday, and the document was not going to get to her until Tuesday because Monday was a holiday. It got to her before the time that she needed it. The cost for the FedEx shipping ended up being $48. My total expenses after everything was calculated was $133. Now, here's what I charged that I actually made from doing this. I charged a total of $200 for the apostille service that I provided. It was $48 for the shipping. So a total of $248, which we agreed on at the beginning of our conversation. She agreed that she would pay for any additional shipping costs. I initially told her $200 for the whole thing, and she insisted that she pay for the shipping. We added that in. The total came out to $248. And then if you subtract the $133 that was for the expenses, we profited $115. Was it a huge profit? Not really, but the experience was absolutely priceless. And all of the knowledge that I gained from doing my very first apostille. Today, I charge $350 per apostille, which is pretty standard in the industry. When people ask me, can doing apostilles really make me money? Absolutely. Apostilles can absolutely be a standalone stream of income. So let's think about it. If you complete 10 apostilles in a week, that's $3,500. After all your expenses, you're profiting $2,887. Now let's even go a little bit smaller. If you complete 5 apostilles a week, that's $1,750. After your expenses, you're profiting $1,397. And that's $5,588 a month. And this is only including the apostilles. This doesn't include your general notary work, remote online notarizations, your loan signings, courier services, or any other specialty services. This is why I push apostilles so hard, because it's a simple service with big potential. And if you live close to your Secretary of State, your profit margin is going to be even higher. But if you're thinking about adding this service, just do it. Learn the process, practice it, and market yourself. People need this service, and most notaries don't even offer it. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to drop a comment below and tell me which apostille service you'd like me to cover next. And I will make a video based off of the first comment. You have to be the first. And don't forget to like, subscribe to the Notary Gang, and turn on those notifications. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.